I'm excited for you to be participant in this training because what we're going to talk about today is so important. And many of you may not have even thought about this yet, but this is about how we can actually get our work done that we want to get done without putting it off. Okay. And how we can also, as we're developing ourselves and our ability to get the work done, we can become leaders at the same time. You may never have thought of yourself as a leader. And what's nice about this is that we're here to help you. The fact is that if you do bring somebody else into the Lifeway family, you get to show them what to do. Okay. And so you're going to be able to just point to the resources that we have, right? It's not hard, but you do need to connect them. So that's the primary goal is initially that you connect people with the resources that they can use. Because what I've found is, I receive the same questions over and over again from people. And that's why I've created the resource for you that I have. So as a team, what we want to do here is if a question comes up, we want to post the question into Telegram, right? Into that Telegram group. If you're not a member, better join. And then if it's like, we need a video that shows this, we need a video that shows this, that's great because we only want to have to make the video once, right? And so anytime any in our community has a question, if we begin to post those questions in Telegram, and then it's searchable, right? YouTube is searchable. The YouTube channel here is searchable. You can look for whatever the question is, and you should be able to find it, right? And so simply in order to become that leader that you want to be, number one is we need to reach out to people and learn how to be able to communicate with those people we brought in. Because the fact is that when someone joins your team, like you recruit someone, you have access to all their information, but I may not. Okay. So it's a little harder. They don't necessarily end up on my list. So that's why I communicate with you and you communicate with them. Right. And if we set up systems to do this, we can make it super easy for you to communicate with them. And I would suggest if you have is that you plug them into all of our resources, right? And we'll go through that. One resource, I think the best resource to start with is just very easy, is the YouTube channel and the Telegram. And so I'll below this video, I'll put the link to you're watching this, then you're probably watching this on the YouTube channel, so you know how to get here. But those are very important. And then the calendar. We have a living calendar. So we want to give them a link to the calendar because the calendar changes as we grow or people's schedules change. But in general, at least right now, as of the filming of this, we have morning meetings every morning, Pacific time, 8 o'clock Pacific time, 11 o'clock Eastern time on Zoom, where we all get together. And sometimes there's a little training. Sometimes we'll watch a testimonial video. Sometimes we ask questions. We're there to support each other and really start the day off good for everybody. So that training is amazing. The second thing that happens in our day, Monday through Saturday, is from 8:30 to 9:30. We have a power hour where we're inviting people, where you have the option to jump on the Zoom. We turn off our cameras and we are inviting. Okay. So this is the second opportunity for you to access me, for your team to access me. Like if you need three-way calls, if you need somebody. So what we want to do is invite, and then daily, Monday through Saturday, there's a presentation at 9:30 Pacific time. And that is 12:30 Eastern time for those of you who want to invite. And the idea here is to invite. So people will be able to be exposed to something that will completely change their lives, right? And let's recall that the more people you expose, the more people feel better, right? And the more people feel better, the more commissions that you'll make. Okay, so your income is directly linked to people feeling good. Okay, so there is a direct correlation there. That's what's so cool about this. And if you hold it back, well, that wouldn't be right to hold back. Okay, so how do we actually get the thing done? So the way that we are trying to get things done is by doing it together. And what I'm going to do is share my screen real quickly, and then I'm going to show you the resource that we use. And this is being developed all the time, trying to I'm trying to learn from other people to understand how to teach people to do this. And so I'll just share my screen real quick, show you the resonance sharing system, right? So this is something that you have access to. And pretty much our mission as brand partners is to educate people. We're here as educators. We're here to embrace personal and professional growth, and also to embrace the idea of relationship marketing as just a business model that works, and to help each other. So, I think I love this. Marcy Preble is the one that I heard say this. What do we do as in relationship marketing? We make a list of people who would benefit. We are of service. We're listening with big, wide open ears. We educate, and we're looking for people that want to actually do the work, like get on the work and make some calls and talk to people, right? And we are always setting the time we can follow up with people, the next appointment, the time that we are able to connect with another person, because this relationship marketing is about connection. And so then the DMO, the daily method of operation, is something that there's so many different ways to do this. What works for you? If you are kind of old school and you just like to connect to people face to face, then you may actually reach out to people, share patches with people that you meet throughout your day, right? That's a super cool way to do it. If you're kind of new school or understand social media, we create conversations with social media. And then when the time is right, after we've created a little bit of a relationship, we can ask somebody if they'd like to would you like to take a look at this opportunity? No problem if not. That's a way you might connect on social media. You may be somebody doing TikTok, teasing interesting information about stem cell activation, that kind of thing. All of those are fine. You just have to figure out what can you finish in a short period of time, right? In terms of reaching out and following up. So it is about, once you make that connection or share patches, you have to follow up. I think this is best done in a group. That's why we're doing the work together. We have for you the testimony sites, great places that you can go in order to learn more. And that these are actually sites that you can share with somebody so they can go and look at the website with testimonies. So when I'm going to click on this link right here and show you guys, right? When we go to this testimony site, this one has lots of videos. Okay, so people can scroll down and see, wonderful testimonials. And if you scroll all the way down, there's even some with pets down here. These are athletes. Pain is gone. Love that, love that, love that. Healing journey, brain health. So there are many, many wonderful videos on this site. Okay, so that's one of the sites. Then here's another one. I like this click through. This is something like if you have a phone. Oh, not found. Huh. I'll have to see where that one is, see what the link is like. So in this resonance sharing, so what we do is we talk about the 3 calls to help them all. Okay, you have call number 1, that's your make someone day call, also known as the exposing call or gifting call. This is a phone number, and then we use an acronym to help us remember what we're saying to people, right? QBQTLP. QBQTLP. Okay, that's question, bridge, question, testimony, link, patch. Okay, question is, hey, what's going on with you? What are you doing these days for work? What are you doing these days for fun? How's your health doing? And you're listening. And then you're quiet listening, right? Listening for what they say. And then a bridge to a question. And the bridge is, I find after you listen to what's going on, you're hearing that they're having issues with their health, or that times are tight financially, and then you're going to say something directly relating to what their needs are. How can LifeWave help meet their needs, right? I finally found something that helps me with my arthritis pain in my foot. Yeah. What do you know about stem cells? That's the next question. So bridge to question. What do you know about stem cells? Once again, we're listening. And after, no matter what they say, they may know a lot, may know a little. After that point, you're going to share brief, emphasis on brief, and this probably should be practiced, story about, so I might say, well, yeah, I was using, I was having arthritis pain. I couldn't run, and I started to use the patches, and pretty soon I was able to jog again. It was pretty exciting. And then after a very short testimony, you're going to share a link. I'll send you a link. If you like what you see, I'll shoot you a gift of patches. Just text me your address, okay? And so this can be done many different ways. You can adapt this for different things. Like if you're in TikTok, what you need is for someone to comment on your video, and then that opens the door for you to message them. So there's ways that you can quickly send text messages. And if you have a TikTok or Instagram video that goes viral, and a whole bunch of people, like you say, say more info in the comments below if you want to know, and you have 100 people saying more info, you need to learn how to respond quickly with snippets of text. And I can teach you guys how to do that on another video. But the idea here is that at some point you'll have a video a lot of people like, and you'll have to respond to a bunch of folks. It's important that we figure out how to respond. So if this is, I'm presuming, a phone call right here we're talking about, and the links that you can share are some of those links that I showed you. We have a Google Doc that has specific issues, testimonies. So if I click on this Google Doc here, what you'll see is that you got a whole bunch of links for all the different awesome testimonial videos, and there's so many more. So just know that sometimes people, they want to know of somebody who has the issue they have, and how they got better. There's not medical claims with LifeWave, but people can tell their stories of how, whatever's going on with them improved, right? So I think that it's nice when you can get specific, because you've heard somebody and they'll go like, oh, that person got me. They heard what I was saying. And then finally send a patch gift, right? Now within our team, if you join me for office hours, you have the opportunity for us to help you by sending out free patches to your prospects, which is really cool. And it gives you an edge. So, because the main thing we want is for you to be using the patches, for you to not necessarily use up all the patches. So this is meant to be kind of a leg up for those of you who are getting started. So until you're able to easily afford your patches and share patches with other people, right? That's the goal, is that we're going to share this all over the world, everybody. We have this ability to give you samples so that you're going to be actively sharing with people. And then there is the follow-up call. And this is so important. First, you want to make sure that they got the patches that you shared with them, right? And then you're like, hey, did you get the patches? Oh no, they're in the kitchen drawer. Well, go get them. Let's put them on. And so you tell them how to put them on, or maybe they're already using them. That's great. Then we want to make sure we set the next appointment, because that's what relationship marketing we do, right? We set that next appointment to follow up with them. And we would never share a bunch of patches if somebody has not already watched a little something, has been willing to watch a short video or something like that, and has given the approval for us to follow up with them. It's been so sometimes I've given people patches without the making it clear that I'm going to call them and ask how they're doing, and getting their okay, right? And then they weren't okay with me, calling in, asking them about it. So you just want to make sure those two things, that it's all that if I give you these patches, you're really going to put them on, and you're going to let me give you a call to see how it's going, right? So that's so important. And then just getting your daily method of operation, whatever really works for you, because this might be that you're going to talk to one person, one time a day, and invite one person. It could be something simple. I think that the patching 3, following up with 3, inviting 1, that's great. Whatever works in your schedule, and then do it every day. Make yourself do it every day. That's really the trick, is that this is the kind of thing where those of you know, how do we create lots of people getting healthy and lots of success for ourselves and others. And that is by actually giving out patches and following up. So that's the basic thing. We could spend a lot of time watching videos of me, but more important than that is to kind of get out there, because you know what, everybody, you're kind of going to suck at first. I have to say, nobody's good at, like, it's different when you've not done sales. And this is sales as service, right? Sales as healing service. But when you've never done sales before, it can be a little hard to get out of your comfort zone and share with somebody. But before you get up the gumption, you just remember that you've got a lot of people rooting for you. We're here to support you. And if you need a friend, if a friend needs to talk to a doc, well, we've got that. We've got somebody who can, not just me, there's others. So we have the support team to make this easier for you. And the more times that you share, and especially the more times that you see that people feel better when you give them a patch, you'll start to feel guilty when you don't share. You'll be like, oh, I love that. Danielle Delgado was talking, and she's like, oh, here's a pat. Oh, no, not for you. We would not want to do that. We really want this to people. It's fine if people aren't interested in taking a look, right? And that probably means that they're not interested until they start to see them on people. And at that point, when the market's saturated, it's not as opportune a time, right? So you guys are in on the ground floor of this. So that's why, I have people ask me, if this is so great, why haven't I heard of it? It's because it's so new that it's not had time to spread, and it's going to be all over everywhere soon. So you guys are this is the right time for you to become involved. And if you happen to stumble across this video and you're just, we're looking for some network marketing training, and because truly the whole idea of having a daily method of operation and plugging people into resources to become a leader, to think of yourself as a leader from the beginning. You are the leader of your organization, right? Your team, whatever you want to call it. That's, we're Team Feel Good, but you guys below are within our team, or maybe you're not on our team. Think of yourself as a leader, and you'll begin to become that leader. So if your leader is sending you something out, you can copy it, make it your own email, and send it out so that everybody that you've brought into your company knows about any contests that are going on. They know about, like right now, this week, we've got a contest for people who invite. Someone can earn $100 this week, whoever invites the most people to presentations. And that's meant to be just fun, a way that everybody, even if you win or not, you help your business, right? And so anything that I can do to get you to help your business, that's great. So I hope that you guys take advantage of those kind of things to motivate you and motivate your organization. So imagine, if you can get everybody to invite a bunch of people, it's much more likely that they're going to have success, and you're going to have success too. So I think that what we want to realize is we're only one person. And, once you start to realize you're saying the same things over and over again, it might be time to record a video. Okay. And I know some of you are shy. When I look at my old videos, I'm like, oh my gosh, whoa. Look, I was so nervous. I didn't know what to say. I remember so clearly when I started to make videos. So it's something that you'll get better with over time. And you just kind of have to stumble your way in. And it's fun to look back and see my old videos. And then I can go, wow, come a long way, baby. So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope that is helpful. And I'll look forward to connecting with you all in the near future. Okay.